So we're back on spa.html. I'm on page 2-16. I'm going to set this as a heading 4, so I go down to my properties panel. I'm going to drop this down. Darn it. What's wrong with that? I'm going to choose heading 4. And then I'm going to tell this to center, I think. I'm going to have to click back on CSS in order to do that. Oh, come on. Alright, I can take a look at my code view and probably see what's going on that's wrong. This H4 also encompasses that image, and I need it not to. I also need this align equals center, which I know my copy of Dreamweaver is not going to do on its own. So, when in doubt, that's why knowing HTML is really good and handy. I'm going to save that. Back to design view. Looks normal now. In the book, how I had to do it is go up here to format, and paragraph format. You could choose, your heading 4. You can go align and choose center. It's kind of difficult because of how Dreamweaver's been rebuilt to use CSS, and some of it's really not WYSIWYG friendly. It's you kind of have to know the code in order to do it very well or be able to be comfortable with it. So they've tried to make it easy enough for everybody, but at the same time it's still kind of, you really need to know the code. Okay, the next thing we need to do is check the spelling. That's really useful. There's been a few times when I forgot to do that, and people will go out of their way to tell you misspelled a word. Okay, we're going to change. I hate it when people tell me I misspell stuff. It's so annoying. Save. Alright, so that finishes up page 2-17. So moving right along, we're going to add some links to a web page. So we're going to create a navigation bar. We're going to go back to our index.html. I'm going to close that. So that's off the CD. And we have About Us, Spa, and Cafe up here. We're going to make those into links. So we're going to also type a few things into this. We're going to type, it says position the insertion point to the left of the A in About Us, then drag About Us, Spa, Cafe. Okay, type home. Cafe, and then we need a dash over here. And oops, I lost my formatting. Activities. Things always go wrong. They do. You just can't get too intense about it. You just have to keep going. Backtrack a little bit. I'm going to go back on to HTML, my properties panel. And I'm going to use this point to file. And I'm going to point to activities.html on my cafe. I'm going to drag and point it to cafe.html. On my spa, I can do this another way. I could hit this little browse for file. The only problem with that is it's trying to crank up my... I'm not exactly sure if this is... That's not even in my websites folder. So I prefer to just drag this and I know it's where it needs to be. spa. About us needs to point to about us. And home needs to point to the index.html. So now we have a navigation. Let's insert a horizontal rule. So we're going to go over here and we're going to do a shift enter, a soft return. And I'm going to try that again because it didn't work. Now we're going to go insert. And I'm going to look around for the HR tag because I never do it this way. HTML horizontal rule. I'll leave it there for a second. Insert HTML horizontal rule. And there we go. So if that isn't working out right for you, if things are going buggy as far as spacing, take a look in the code because we have these different break tags here, and inside that, just nudged in there, is this HR tag. So it's HR and then the slash and then it closes. Okay, so again I'm going to save, Control S. So I'm on page 2-21, add links to web pages. And, I did that already. Okay. And then we're going to repeat steps 1 through 4 to create links for About Us, Spa, Cafe, and Activities to their corresponding pages in the striped umbrella root folder. This is what we're going to do. We're not going to repeat all that. We're going to select that, and we're going to Control Copy or Command Copy. And let's see, what pages do we have that we're working on? We got Spa. Oh, you're supposed to add links to the other 4 pages, not on them. Okay. Well, all I was going to do is go Command V or Control V and copy and paste that navigation bar. Yeah, but I won't do that. Never mind. I read that wrong. It's one of those days. Okay. So those pages are still blank. We've saved this. So it looks like we're done. The Trip Smart until page 2-22. And we're going to insert an email link. Digit in the telephone number. Okay. Click email, link in a common category. Text is club manager. Bill is that. Okay, it says if the text does not retain the formatting for the previous line, use the edit undo command steps 1 through 3, switch to code view and place the insertion point immediately to the right of the telephone number, then repeat steps again in design view, save your work. Okay, if it doesn't keep all that, you can go to code view, take a look at the code view. This little EM tag needs to come at the end of everything, so we can do that in a hurry. So, I'll just move that little piece of code over. We don't want to redo stuff. And there it goes. Save your work. And that's that.